Hamahama River. This is the trailhead up to Mildred Lakes. About 4.2 miles each way. About 2,500 feet of elevation gain. A fairly primitive trail from what the write-up says. Nice going, fairly easy for the first mile or two. And then enough difficulty that it makes a lot of regular hikers complain, is what the write-up says. Oh my, quite awesome.
Okay, just resetting my gear here.
Tally ho.
Tally ho.
Well, so far, the trail's pretty good, like they said. Well, even here in these beginning parts of the trail, it is awfully rooty, like the write-up said. You're supposed to get more like that as we go along. Good for a nice warm-up. Yes, boulders are a part of this hike. Yeah, this one is really some of the slippery logs we get to cross, and this is the easy part. Something different, I think. Something I've never seen before. Well, we're gradually gaining some altitude, and that's the trail back where we came from. I think we've been fortunate so far, but that may end soon. And we may be scrambling a bit more. Transitioning. Yes, I think it's safer not to walk and take videos at the same time. Definitely moving into something different. Oh, that's nice. trail's getting a little more gnarly.
Yeah, nice.
The gnarly tree roots they wrote about.
That's the one that comes up from the other side.
So this is what the Washington Trail Association description was talking about. Steeper, more rocks, and more roots. Well, you got to be a little careful. We just came up that because, well, we got off trail. It was only about 10 feet, but we had to come up to get back here. So one of the things to be looked at or watched out for is divergences from trail. And we're getting into the area where it's marked by telltales, so you got to kind of watch for that. And you also have to watch for nests of yellow jackets. We've run into a couple, and luckily it's a cool day, so they haven't been all that active.
Well, we heard this story about the UFOs and it was in the paper.
Must be true.
We thought this might. Yeah, someone actually.
Interesting. Trail smooths out a little bit. No more boulder jumping, at least for the time being, and grabbing roots to boost our way along. Need a little break before we start heading up again. Well, we're about 0.9 miles as the crow flies from Mildred Lakes. We're on a little knoll here, and now we're getting ready to go down for a bit. And we're trying to decide which way we go right now.
Another one going that way.
The consensus is behind us, or off in that direction, is Mount Pershing. And that's the way we're going. At least that was the consensus opinion. So this is the part of the trail now where we drop to 250 feet down
That makes sense.
and then enter into kind of a flat plain area briefly. But then some really gnarly stuff supposedly begins. Here we are coming up on the first of the streams that were promised us. We might have to ford the stream, or maybe there'll be some logs to get across, but it is not crossing friendly like bridges or something like that. GPSs are good things. Well, this is the first crossing. We can either use this log or we can wade across. Both are being tried. Got a nice little falls coming through there. Much cooler and damper here. So this is where the literature, or write-up, the WTA write-up, says 25 feet steep drop that you use a lot of roots to get down as handholds. I believe them. So we're getting into the final stages. The trail so far is living up to its reputation.
No, it was a good description.
Yeah.
I'm pleased with the...
Boy, they sure weren't lying about gnarly roots being used to get back up. So here we are on the last leg, which is about 1,000 feet up in about a half mile. And what, we got about 600 or 700 feet to go, you said?
I think about 700, yeah.
About 700, and it's the way we're looking right now. Well, pretty much 1,000 feet so far, and we're still doing the same grade. Almost there. Wow, this must be part of the reward that was promised. Pretty much crested at this point. hitting the ridge. Well, here we are at the ridge. And we're somewhere up above Mildred Lakes.
Oh, do you suppose that's Cruiser? That's Cruiser. I'm sure of it. Because it's got that little spike next to it.
Oh my God. Yeah, who's next to it? Who came in? Dave, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Today, I don't think. It's on the other side over
Yeah,
here.
we pretty much traveled mostly on the other side of that ridge.
Yeah, we did. We
Just
came
on-
through up here somewhere.
Yeah,
Oh, what a grand view.
pretty good view.
Yeah.
Not bad.
But so far, we haven't seen the lakes, which are somewhere down below us. We had to come down maybe a couple hundred feet from that ridge in order to see that. This is outstanding. We have gone up and down and up and down. Well, we decided to go ahead and go find at least one of Mildred Lakes, and there's these series of ponds just before it, so it shouldn't be far away. So we did make it, Mildred Lakes, or at least the first of the Mildred Lake series. There's more than one. Well, it's time to head home. A last look from the rim, back across to Mount Cruiser, which happens to be that very sharp pyramid-looking one right in the center.
Boy, you must
Well, we've got a little ways to cover and some tough terrain. Might as well get started.